What's up? It's your boy Nate with Underdog Spraying. Once again, back at it. And I know it's been a while. Well, as you could tell from the title of this video, we are busy. And that's actually a good thing. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, hope everybody, as far as the agriculture, or in this case, landscaping and weed control, hope everybody is out there getting to it. We at Underdog are definitely uh, starting to see an influx of customers. I think the last time I did a video, I might have, I think we were pushing 200. So now we're at about, uh, as of this evening, 219. We did have to let a few people go, and but at the same time we're adding new people in as we move about, which is uh which is definitely good for us. Well, I have spoken to a few individuals regarding weed control, um, who've been seeing some of the videos and have been deciding to actually come into the spray game. I don't know why my lights are flashing in the background. Y'all, please excuse that. Oh, it's probably because I'm moving. Okay. But yeah, so I've spoken to a few individuals who are making that, taking the plunge to come into weed control from the cut and fill, which is good. That's why we put videos out on this channel to to give people some encouragement and give people some to present different avenues for you to be able to make money outside without just having to cut grass. Now keep in mind you do have to if you want to get the license and the certifications, you will have to take the test. Let's see here. Let's see if I can look at something right quick. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can share my screen and kind of guide some of you all on what you need to look for. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So I wanna share my screen here so I can let me type in something. I think it's category 24. And this, if you're in the Georgia area, you'll be able to you'll be able to look this up. So now let's see this right here. Okay, so I typed in up here category 24, right? And this is one of the well, you can either get the book or you can get the online course. Now I believe they do the online course. So the reason why it's considered categories is because there are different categories that describe what it is you're doing. For example, I have the category 24 and I also have the category 41. Category 24 is strictly for weed control fertilization, which, as you can see here on this screen, is called ornamental turf and pest control. So now, if you're in Georgia and you're considering it, you can go and get this book right here. Matter of fact, right there, as you can see, it says online course, so you can get that right there. It's $35. Now, in addition to that, you will need the core manual as well, and I'll look for that also. But if you can see what it says here, it says this study guide is designed to prepare you for the ornamental turf and pest management certification examination in Georgia, category 24. Questions on the actual exam are based on information presented in this course and information about federal and Georgia pesticide laws and regulations and safe pesticide handling procedures. The quiz questions presented at the end of each chapter are similar to the types of questions you will encounter on the actual examination and will let you evaluate your understanding of the material presented. So you can go here as you look up here. It says eStore, the top left hand corner. It says eStore.uga.edu, and that's where you can find it at. It's category 24 study guide, right? Now let's go back. Let's go back here and let's see if we can find the core manual. Because you not only have to take the category 24 test for whatever category you are going to be operating in, you also have to take the general standard or the core manual test as well. So let's see here. I think this may be it right here. Online commercial core manual study guide. Let's see if that's it right there. And that right there is more so going to cover your, different type of safety, your hazards, learning about the leaching, runoff, and all that type of stuff. Your PPE, which is your personal protective equipment, what you have to have. Mainly like your rubber boots and stuff like that. Your gloves, waterproof. Your mask and stuff like that. That's what the core manual is going to go all into. So as you can see here, this is what you'll need because when you go to take the test, you'll need you need both of these. You need to have studied on both of these because you can't go in and just take the category 24. You have to take the core manual and one of the categories or the category that you, like I said earlier, you'll be operating in. So you'll be taking both of those. The test is about 200 questions, and you have all the time to study. So as you can see right here, you get course one, course two, and these right here are online also. See right here, it says online commercial core manual study guide. So once you get it online, you can download both of those. Now you can request the book, but I think they're starting to do away with the book. It's course three and 2250 each, right? But if you get all three of them, it's 5250. And then if you get one of them, one and two, 3750, one and three, 3750. So you might as well just go and get all three of them because you're saving yourself about 22, that's 44, 66. So you're saving yourself 6750 with when you buy them separate like that. But if you go ahead and get all of them, you save yourself about 7 bucks. But it says for category manual study guides listed below, go back to the Georgia Professional Certifications course access. I wanted to point this out because you can see here you have different categories, which will fall in line with this core manual study guide. So you got agriculture, plant pest control, agriculture, animal pest control, aquatic pest control, mosquito biology, surveillance and control. That's what I have, and I also have the ornamental and turf grass pest management. So that's where you can go to get those. Like I said, I have been speaking to several individuals that have, decided to take the plunge into weed control, and it's available to you. You just have to take the test, and you'll see that it's definitely worth it. Out of pocket, including the test, depending on what area you have to happen to be in, you may end up spending about um, you may end up spending about I think 130, 35, 40 bucks, just to get you going. And once you get in and pass, then of course you have to, buy your equipment and stuff like that. Let's go look at something. Let me show you guys something because this is very important right here. Now, so what I want you to see here is this is let me see, can I get on my landscaping page? Okay, let's go to Underdog Spraying. Okay, so let's see here. What I want to show you guys is this particular page right here. Now, you may be wondering, why am I showing you this guy right here? Well, this guy is a instructor. He is a turf teacher in North Carolina. So let's look at this right here. Let's get to his page. As you can see here, right? Introduction to pest management in turf grass and ornamentals, right? Um, he's called a turf teacher. And you see here, he has 10 chapters: intro, basic principles, what's the problem, action choices, application, and mixing, right? So let's click on that. Now look what happens. You can kind of tell where inside the different timestamps you can, click to whatever it is you may be having trouble with um, pertaining to when you're studying. But let's go to his homepage. So right here, turf teacher, right? I want to introduce some guys to whoever's interested in taking the test in Georgia. Now, keep in mind, not just Georgia, but other states may be similar to the testing in Georgia, but I do know for sure that North Carolina and Georgia, they're very similar. Our license in Georgia are, we can, they transfer into the state of North Carolina. We can do business with our license from Georgia in the state of North Carolina and vice versa. So this is why I wanted to bring you to this individual. He's in North Carolina, but his knowledge mainly covers both states. Um, but you can see here, this is what you would need. Introduction, like I said, to pest management in turf grass and ornamentals. Applying the correct amount of pesticide. As you can see, I've been watching them. Watching them today as well. Even while I was at the gym working out, I was watching the videos and just trying to stay studied up, because it's always something that you're dealing with inside of the ornamental turf. You're always dealing with something. So you want to stay on point. So he's pretty good instructor. There's another guy I watch. I'll pull him up also. But this right here, this guy will definitely help you with uh those different chapters in ornamental turf online course, the category 24. Also inside of the also inside the what are we talking about? The general standards. He'll help you with that also. You just have to go through it, and wherever you happen to be located, as far as where you're studying is concerned, whatever chapter you're located in, you can pull them up and find it and create yourself a playlist. Now you have a way to study and get ready for the test. So mainly what we've been doing is, well, hold on. Before I get into that, let's go back and look at him. Let's go back and see. There's somebody else, and I think he's called the. This guy is super smart. He is he is turf grass epistemology. This guy is pretty smart. He's a scientist when it comes to the grass and stuff like that. I watch him a lot. Try to study him. Man, he definitely. If you ever watch him, you'll see that he debunks a lot of guys that are making videos and selling products online, and he debunks a lot of this stuff. And not necessarily, that's not why I watch him. I watch him because I'm trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? This field right here is a very lucrative field, but you do got to study. Um, so I would advise checking him out, but I wouldn't do it right now. I would, if you're gonna focus on the test, focus on the test so you don't, and kind of stick with the North Carolina turf teacher for now. That way you don't get all confused and stuff. But once you get done to keep your studying up and learning new things, I would definitely recommend this guy right here. Um, Even though some stuff for me is kind of foreign in a sense, it's still good to just come here and listen to him. As you can see right here, one of the titles, "Water Movement and Souls," and soils. I'm sorry. soil CO2 test for bent grass and putting greens, 10 for turf grass, number 4 fastest way to get your money, right? So all these different videos he puts out. He even has a podcast that you have to be a member of. I'm not, but I'm thinking about it. Um, but I just wanted to kind of show you this individual here because he is very, very knowledgeable when it comes to uh, the grass field. So his channel is let's see here, turf grass epistemology. All right, so let's get on back out of here. So mainly what we're doing right now is in case you don't know, so it is tomorrow's May 1st. From like I said, from January January to the end of March, we ran pre-emergent on the lawn. At the end of March, going into April, that's when we introduced insecticide on our lawns because we're trying to get ahead of the ants and stuff like that, all the different critters. We introduced insecticide in April. So now we're approaching May, and the next thing we're getting ready to add to the tank, we pull back on the pre-emergent, no longer using that. We're still using the post-emergent. We've added fertilizer to the tank. We added fertilizer in April. Um, we started introducing it. What is it, May? We started introducing the fertilizer. Um, I think it might have been, I'm trying to think. I think last, I think around March we start just slightly introducing it, right? So we can kind of get a jump on the green up. But in April, we now full throttle with fertilizer. So I don't know if it's a shortage, but we did order 12 excuse me, 12 bags of fertilizer. They supposed to came in today, which is Wednesday the 30th of April, and they didn't come in. So I got a call this morning. Got a call this morning from the supplier, and they let me know that they didn't have it. So I had to get something else, and this is what I end up getting. Now keep in mind, we're running 46O urea straight, right? Put it in the tank. It's water soluble, you know what I'm saying, or it's dissolved. In other words, it dilutes or it dissolves. So we weren't able to get that today, so we end up having to switch out because we got to get out to work. So just want you to see what this is. All right, so this is called micro pack. As you can see from the top right there in the top left hand corner, or my left, your right, you see the three numbers 11, 8, and 5. Now, usually and you can get this from in Sewanee Triangle Chemical. Not I think may ship it out to you. That's $46, 2.5 gallon jug, and you put down a gallon per acre. Reason why we had to get that is because we ran out of that we don't have enough fertilizer, so we gotta feed the lawn with something. That's a part of the plan that we have advertised to our customers. So even if we miss out on that on the 46 this month, we still put down a good bit last month. So now we just come behind with this right here, and this is more so you're gonna get a little bit of nitrogen, like it says 11. So 11 really is 11% in that bottle. You're gonna get 8, which is the middle number. That's gonna be your phosphorus. You're gonna get 8% of that in the bottle, and you'll get 5% of the potassium, which is the last number, NPK, right? But and it's in a liquid formula. But the point in me saying that is because the grass will still get something. Now, what we could do is going into June, we can, if we, well, after this round, we got 220 customers. We usually run that in a month. If we can, if we can run these customers in a month, which we should be able to knock them out. Going into June, we possibly can come back with the urea 460 and put a stabilizer in it. They have this liquid stabilizer that you can put in there to turn down the potency of the 4600. So that's what we're going that's what I'm thinking about doing. If not, we may just have to go with um, granular and push with the spreader. I hate pushing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking if I want these customers' lawn to be immaculate and really get that nice green on it, where it can even last through the summertime, I'm gonna have to break down and go ahead and get the bring out the spreader and push on the lawn. So that's something we're thinking about. But other than that, everything's been going pretty cool. Definitely excited about the season. Went on and got my truck cleaned up yesterday. Well, today, got the tank all full, ready to get up about 5:30, 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. It's usually though the times that I'm usually up, probably like 4:30, 5 o'clock. I get up, make breakfast and stuff like that. Sometimes I study the Bible before I head out, or I may do it in the evening, like I got to do tonight, because I didn't get a chance to really get into it myself this morning. But those things I do, especially when it starts to get like this right here. So it's starting to get hot. The season get ready to jump, and we just getting hit all over the place with phone calls. So in building this business, what I want to do is I just want to make sure that we out and on top of it. Being able to handle the influx, because what most people don't understand about weed control is that the demand for it is really really high. Cutting grass is a normal field. Like, we all know that people need the grass cut. Excuse me, and cutting grass comes a dime a dozen. It's people cutting grass all over the place. So so you're not really experiencing a shortage of having your lawn cut. I mean, you see guys pull up a neighborhood, there's trucks and trailers all over the place. I think if I'm not mistaken, it might have been a year or two ago where I saw, or might have had a conversation with somebody, and they were saying that it was like 130,000 landscaping businesses throughout the United States, and it might be more than that. I could be low, might be higher than that, but still, that's a lot of people. But when it comes to weed control, it's not that many. It's not that many people in the field. So a lot of times, what people think when it comes to weed control is that you know, it ain't really all that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna call you. You ain't gonna get no work. Listen, people don't like weeds, and there are a lot of people who don't like weeds. HOAs, they definitely sticklers about the weeds on property. There's a ton of new subdivisions coming up all over the place, and that's one of the things that the HOA is strict about making sure the lawn stays cut and a weed control fertilization program is implemented. So you're gonna always have something to do. That's the point. But I did run into a guy today at the gas station, and I'm about to leave, and what I did was I gave him my door hangers and asked him if he had anybody that need to have the grass sprayed, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I get asked about this all the time." He said, "Thank you, man, because I'm gonna give them your door hangers." He's like, "Cause they be asking me to do it, man. I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to pull out no spreader and do all that stuff." And I think that's what being in landscaping, that's what people may think. You just pulling out a spreader and walking with the grain, because that's what I thought. I have a customer today. She's in my phone as it's let me see. I think I can show you. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Her name is Stephanie, and she has been my customer. She was not a lawn customer of mine. I was She hit me up almost 8 years ago. It's 2025 now, right? So she hit me up 8 years ago in regards to treating her lawn. And I went to the store and got some fertilizer and put it in one of those little Scott spreader and walked the lawn. And I was like, man, Get out of here, man. Just give me some money so I can go. I don't feel like doing this. I'd rather be cutting grass. But she's in my phone. It is 41717. I bring that up because in 2017, I thought the same exact thing that the guy thought at the gas station today. I thought, well, ain't nothing happening over there, man. Like, I ain't trying to be doing all this, man. I'd rather be on the zero turn, riding back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Hitting this thing, getting on up out of here, not realizing that with the spraying, you get done way quicker and get paid. I don't gotta tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I ain't gonna give away the secrets. I'm gonna just let you know that if you're interested in getting into weed control, sit down, take your test. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here. Have any questions, reach out to me. If I don't know it all. I'm still learning myself, but at the same time, I do have a high reverence for Mr. Tarver and Mr. Bullock. They helped me and my son out a whole lot. So if we can get the answers from them, we can. Also, like I say, with turf grass epistemology, and also with the North Carolina turf teacher, just with those two alone, you're gonna have a substantial amount of understanding as far as the field is concerned. But that's it. Just want to update you guys. I'm sorry for not loading like I should. I would definitely get back on it. I just wanted to be, I just don't want to be putting up, brown patches of grass outside. You know what I'm saying? I can show you guys something. Let's go look at something. Let's go look at a download right quick. Here, I'm gonna share my screen. Let's see here. We're gonna share my screen again. I have to go find something right quick though. If I can find it. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get some downloads in here. Show you some of our properties from last week. So what I'm working on, I'm working on a Mac Mini, and coming from a a PC to a Mac Mini, Windows to Mac, it is somewhat weird. Trying to get the hang of all this stuff. I don't know where nothing at. I'm trying to see where my downloads at. I don't even know where they're at, y'all. But I was gonna try to show you some of the properties that we did the other day. If I can see, let's see here. I guess they're not on here. I know I downloaded them. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. Yeah, I had them downloaded them the other day, and for some reason I can't find them. I think my phone just rang. It's that time of year, man, when everything is just hitting, and I'm not complaining at all. So let's see here. Recent. Hmm. Well, I guess I didn't download it. I thought I did. But I wanted to kind of show you guys some of the videos from some of the lawns that we did. And I don't know where they at. I know I know I downloaded them. Just trying to think, did I download them on this computer or did I download them on my PC? Launchpad. Well, if I did, it would be on here. But just kind of showing how some of the lawns were looking in this one neighborhood we have. Everything's kind of waking up, but we did have some properties on it that looked pretty bad too, and I wanted y'all to see those. But it mainly is mainly the customer that needs to that needs to do things to the property to get it up to par. So one of the properties, if I could show you, he did have it aerated and overseeded last week. I didn't know that the guy was gonna overseed it. I just referred him to a guy that we know that does the aeration. And not only did he aerate it, he overseeded as well. So he did need it though. I mean, it did look bad, and Bermuda was definitely struggling. So so that was one, and then I had another one where the lady, she got the dog using it up front. The dog using it up front in certain spots, you can kind of tell that by the dog doing that, what's going on is leaving all type of spots on the property. you know. But I'm gonna try to find that so I can show that to y'all next, and I will be getting some more footage, Lord willing, while I'm out, um, of some new properties, and not only that, some of the ones we've done before, to kind of give you guys some updates on them. But hopefully, man, this video helps if you're trying to get into the weed control field, especially in Georgia. And like I said, a lot of the things are similar throughout the different states and cities throughout the United States. But Georgia and North Carolina, they go hand in hand for the most part. All right. But other than that, this your boy Nate with Underdog. You guys stay safe, and I'll get with y'all soon.